It has to be so cool to live in such a place like this, surrounded by mountains and by beautiful roads. I think I'm more into the roads that are quite nice for racing and riding a motorcycle rather than the life in the mountains, because in the winter time this place is filled with snow. Right now it's June and it's so beautiful. The temperature is perfect for riding and the KTM is roaring like a beast. Woo! So let's start with this V-twin LC8 engine that produces lots of torque. It's a super performance machine that KTM developed just for this bike and the Super Adventure. No super bike derived from this one over here, but I have to say they made a very terrific job in putting up together this bike to be such a maneuverable machine and to give you a real feel of a sports bike. So, beautiful mountain roads with a KTM 1290, this LC8 engine that develops a huge amount of horsepower, makes it a hyper naked that you want to buy. In this blue and orange theme, it's quite an eye candy. The bicycle overall, it feels in love with you for the first. Small mountain town with a KTM 1290 Super Duke R. This LC8 engine V-twin, it sounds quite nice. It produces less vibrations from what I'm feeling if I were to compare it with its bigger brother, the bigger in regards of adventurous, because the 1290 Super Adventure, it's derived from this bike. They share the same engine, and this LC8 that produces a bit more vibrations on that one. I'm using it in second gear sport mode, and every time I roll the throttle it comes to life. It's so nice to have a hyper naked. I'm more than sure that this kind of small trips to work will give you lots of adrenaline, and you will be getting to the office hyped and ready to put your ass to work because you had so much fun arriving there. The bike is short and it feels very easy to steer, very maneuverable, and very easy to pull wheelies with. Brakes are very good. I think the ABS it's a bit intrusive for my taste, but I'm always comparing it to track machines, so this might be the safest way to use it on street. If I were to do a stoppie, the ABS is not always allowing me. Its intervention, it's quite annoying at some times. Ooh, the suspension. Let's talk about this WP Apex, because I tested them on many bikes and I have to say this babies over here can do a terrific job on track if you were to use them on this type of road, on twisties, and even not so good roads, on B roads you can do it also, because it knows how to work, how to cope with the surface, and it will keep you in the saddle, giving you a super comfortable ride and lots of feedback from the front wheel, so you'll know where to put it every time. The throttle is electronic and it gives you a superb feeling. You have the riding modes like rain, road, sport, track and performance. I'm not thinking about putting it on track because the slippage system will go down, and also the traction control for the rear, the ABS for the rear will get off. You can also switch it in supermoto mode with the ABS. It will deactivate the ABS for the rear, and this will be so much fun. What else you got here? It's a proper vehicle to use every day, because you have the cruise control that you can adjust. You also get this nice menu on the bike that you are not supposed to use as you ride, but you have the connectivity dash over here with my ride KTM, and there's also lots of things that I can adjust. I'm on the ABS road now, and this mode that I've chosen to go with, it's the sport mode. In regards of room, I have lots of room for my legs because I'm pretty tall, 1.8 meters, and this bike, this tank covers my knees superb, and they also offer a bit of wind protection, which helps while going at higher speeds. Meanwhile, the room for my foot pegs, they are a bit towards the back, and the handlebar, it's fitted just above the front forks. This gives you an engaging position and makes you feel in super control, and just like on a supermoto, you would be able to do everything you want with it. It's super agile, and it's super precise in the cornering part of things. The engine sound is quite nice. You have a beautiful looking exhaust over there. I think it's stainless steel Euro 5 exhaust. You can fit an Akrapovic, but in my opinion it's only for the looks, because right now Akrapovic it's doing Euro 5 exhausts, and you don't get any more grunt from those exhaust systems, only the looks. So you should choose wisely. Ooh, some rear brake for this tight U-turn, and then rolling the throttle out of it. Ooh. The quick shifter works very good. It does a terrific job. It goes up and down very easily. It dislikes picking up on the third gear when you're on a situation like this. Rolling the throttle out. There we go. Oh, nice amount of torque over here. Superb amount of torque. Oh yes, entering the corner, leaning. This is so easy to do. It's so magic. Man, I didn't know this KTM was so much fun. They call it the apex of the Super Dukes because it's a scalpel, as the KTM guys described it, because it can switch direction very fast. It's a short bike and reacts like a super nimble machine. Ooh, some bumpy stuff over here. It goes along very well. So if you're thinking about buying this bike, you will have to get out of your pocket around 18 to 19,000 euros here in Romania. But it's a fair price considering this machine offers you all the things that you wanted. This nice looking big LCD dash, Brembo braking system with master cylinder and calipers, all the electronics that you can wish for. Keyless ride, which is a nice thing to have. I love this keyless things because I just keep my key in my pocket and then roll over. And also you have the keyless use of this gas tank cap, which is quite useful because other models, they don't share the keyless ride for the gas tank cap. So with KTM you have everything. Boom boom, 2 down and then leaning inside. Ooh, and it's picking up very, very nice. 26 degrees outside. Check out this beautiful mountain. Okay, so this is the city of Brasov. It looks amazing. 26 degrees as I said, but no problem with the heating. The engine feels quite cool, and the bike it's still usable, although it's quite hot outside. I will get into the city in a couple of minutes, and then we will find out how much heat will this engine dissipate towards my legs, and if you can use it as a daily rider in a summer day, because this is another important aspect when buying such a bike. This huge engine, 1.3 liter engine, it can produce lots of heat, and it will throw it towards your legs. Arrived in the city. Let's check out how this bike can handle some traffic. Ooh, hello. It's easy to squeeze yourself in between this car lanes. I'm lane splitting because I'm used to riding this motorcycle. I'm used to riding every day a motorcycle, and I cannot go along with sitting in traffic. It's not my thing to do. Okay, so got rid of that situation very quickly. The bike feels very maneuverable. The turning angle, it's quite wide, and you can do some tight turns, and you can get out of traffic. Otherwise, the mirrors are just above the car mirrors, I think, and this will allow you to go very easily in between cars. Let's check them out. Okay, so it's just above, so it's a small difference, like 2 centimeters, but you can squeeze yourself in between cars. I was in third gear over there. The bike was picking up hard. Okay, so this is quite a tool to have in order to get out of traffic. Now my ride is over. I'm in the city. It's a super adrenaline ride to have a KTM like this and go on the mountain road first before getting to work. I have to say the tires are quite warm right now. This Bridgestone S22s got pretty grippy, and I could lean the bike close to the edge. I didn't want it to go as fast as possible because I still had to go to work. The calipers are also a bit hot because I was pressing the bike at some point with the brakes. The overall part of this bike is that it gives you super feeling from the front end with this nice suspension. You have very good brakes, so the package is filled with everything that you wish for. You have the power, you have the good brakes, you have that beautiful frame that reacts very nice in the twisties. You can go very fast with this one, and you can do some hooligan things like wheelies, stoppies, and other insane stuff that you can think about. Overall, my first impression is like this is a proper hyper naked. I would love to be able to ride it some more and come up with an even thorough review, maybe put it against some other hyper nakeds on the market and see which one is the best. Till next time, don't forget to subscribe and see each other.